Cornwall, the summer capital of the United Kingdom, is one of the most fascinating places in England. It's home to a rich history, exceptional pastries, and the best beaches in England. And it attracts an average of 5 million visitors every year. That's insane. Well, this comes as no surprise as Cornwall holds an old world charm and intrigue to it that seems to call out to people. Not to mention that they have one of the most welcoming locals. The summer holidays are fast approaching. The joy of soaking in the warm sun, eating amazing ice cream, and enjoying the cool evening. We can almost taste it. Where better to do all of this than somewhere with over 300 beaches? In this video, we will state everything you need to know about this amazing destination and why it is worth visiting. If you haven't subscribed to our channel, kindly hit the subscribe button and turn on the notification button to see more videos like this. Now, where were we? Yes, Cornwall. Here are the most interesting things to know about Cornwall. Number 1. Where did its name come from? We cannot possibly want to know about a place without delving briefly into its history. Cornwall is considered a Celtic nation, as the ancient Celtic tribe of Dumnonii and Cornovi inhabited what is now Cornwall during the Iron Age, Roman and post-Roman periods. Hence, the name Cornwall is of Celtic descent. It is made up of 2 words, Carnu, which means horn or headland, which is a direct reference to the country's topography, and Will, which means foreigner. The meaning of Cornwall is the strangers who live on the Horn of Britain. In 1198, it was referred to for the first time as Cornwall, and is now referred to as Cornwall, or Cernau, as the local Cornish people like to call it. Number 2. Half the world's tin came from Cornwall. During the 18th century, Cornwall was considered the tin mining center of the world due to its large deposits of copper, tin, silver, arsenic, and zinc. Mining in the mineral-rich country has existed since around 2000 BC, and there was a thriving tin trade with the civilizations of the Mediterranean. About 98% of tin, copper, and arsenic used by the United Kingdom were provided by Cornwall, even up until the 20th century. In the 18th century, Cornish mining played a significant role in growing various international economies. This is because the Cornish were considered the best hard rock miners in the world, and much of this expertise was later exported to various mining regions all over the globe. Unfortunately, in the late 19th century, mining in Cornwall diminished as copper prices crashed and new resources were being discovered abroad. Most of the miners traveled to these states and took with them their expertise. You can easily spot the remnants of mining activities as abandoned engine houses are scattered along the coastline of Cornwall. Number 3. Cornwall has the longest coastline in the United Kingdom. One of the things that make Cornwall so appealing and special is its coastline. It has the longest coastline of any English county. The Cornish coast stretches over a staggering 433 miles long. Talk about small but mighty. The Atlantic Ocean covers 3 sides of this amazing destination. This means there are plenty of beaches, coves, and cliffs to enjoy in Cornwall. This is a literal paradise for beach lovers. Number 4. Cornwall has its own weather. Cornwall has the sunniest climate in the United Kingdom, with over 1,541 hours of sunshine yearly. This is a result of the Gulf Stream, a warm, swift Atlantic Ocean current which can influence the climate of coastal areas. Cornwall is bordered by the Atlantic Ocean on 3 sides, and so this gives it a temperate oceanic climate with mild winters with barely any snow or frost. Cool summers and extremely hot weather is rare. This makes Cornwall a high-ranking destination, especially during the summer months between April to October. The southwestern part of Cornwall has the only subtropical climate in the UK, and palm trees can even be found in the area. How cool is that? Number 5. Cornwall has one of the largest waves ever. Did you know that Cornwall has high-quality world-class waves? No? I bet you didn't. Cornwall is known to be one of the best spots for surfing, as the waves there can reach dizzying heights, even up to a whopping 30 feet high at peak times, which is taller than most buildings, to the delight of surfers. Beaches with these waves are mostly found at the north coasts of Cornwall, and these swells that reach beaches are induced by storms in the North Atlantic. Newquay and Bude have the best surfing conditions in the UK, so much so that one of Europe's biggest professional surfing competitions, Boardmasters, is held here yearly. Number 6. Cornwall was a smuggling hotspot. With its massive coastline filled with hundreds of coves and tunnels, Cornwall was a pirate's dream come true. Cornwall's topography made it a bit easy for pirates and sailors to smuggle contraband items to the mainland, as rocky, practically uninhabited coasts were too hard to patrol, especially with the thick hazy fog clouding the coasts in the mornings. Apparently, at its peak of smuggling activity, over 500,000 gallons of French brands of tea, brandy, gin, rum, and tobacco were smuggled into the coves per year. Some of these coves had winding tunnels that led to bars, pubs, and basements of houses, which made it easier to sneak in these items. Being a people famous for being proud of their history, it is not surprising that the Cornish people are very proud of their smuggling past. They name pubs and bars to this day with names that reflect the smuggling history. Iconic? Oui. Number 7. Legend has it that Jesus visited Cornwall. Local folklore says that Jesus Christ, while he was still a boy, once visited Looe Island with his uncle, an importer of tin. Imagine that. Looe Island is on the eastern side of Cornwall. It is noted for its calm and serene environment. The island is easily accessible by boat. A small chapel has been erected on the island as a form of honor, and it has become a popular pilgrim spot for Christians all over the world. Number 8. There is a well that never runs dry in Cornwall. We hear about things like these in fairy tales, myths, and legends, but this real-life magical phenomenon is right there in Cornwall. This pipe well is located in Liskeard, and it is believed to have never run dry for once since the 15th century. The well itself gets its source from 4 springs. Water from the well was said to possess miraculous healing powers that could cure any ailment. Locals also share stories and say that whoever washes himself with water from the well would have a good fortune. There is a stone within the well said to bring good luck in marriages to women who touch it. Sadly, though, the well is now being locked within a gate, and the water is now condemned. Number 9. Cornwall is home to a vast variety of marine life. Cornwall has one of the most impressive ranges of marine life in the United Kingdom. From dolphins, sharks, seals, sunfish, crabs to corals, seaweeds, sponges, and many more. There is just so much to see and explore. You can often see whale sharks swimming around, but there's no cause for alarm as these sharks are herbivores. The world's second largest fish, the basking shark, can also be found in the waters of Cornwall. These beauties can grow as long as a bus, weigh over 7 tons, and live for more than 50 years. How impressive! These gentle giants are harmless, as they also only feed on plankton and other microscopic organisms. Number 10. The legendary Cornish pasty. This list would be grossly incomplete without mentioning the famous Cornish delight. Drum roll, please! The iconic Cornish pasty. It is the tastiest food you can even have when visiting Cornwall. Now, aside from this being really yummy, it has a little history surrounding it. Cornish miners invented this food. When they had to go to work and miners work really long hours, they needed food heavy enough to fill them and yet didn't want to contaminate the food with their hands, which may be stained by harmful mining chemicals. So the Cornish pasty was invented. It had a soft center filled with minced meat and vegetables, and a thick crust to hold on to while they ate around it. This crust was later discarded. As time went on, the crusts also went down the throat. Now, why would you visit Cornwall? From the facts listed previously, it's already evident that Cornwall is a must-visit. The destination has so much to offer tourists, and everyone really should experience Cornish life at least once. Here are 5 reasons why Cornwall should be on your bucket list. Number 1. Its fantastical allure. Cornwall is filled with stories, myths, and legends that tug on the youthfulness of the heart. There are tales of mermaids, giants, pixies, terrifying beasts, saints, wizards, and even the legendary King Arthur. Yes, King Arthur is said to have been of Cornish descent. Indulge yourself, get lost in the fantastical world, and feel young at heart exploring castles of kings and wizards. The Museum of Witchcraft and Magic, the Healing Well of Liscard, and much more. Number 2. Its breathtaking beaches. The beaches in Cornwall are regarded to be amongst the greatest beaches globally, with their crystal clear blue waters, neat sandy shores, and ragged cliffs. It is also well noted to have some of the most high-quality waves that put it at the top of every surfer's destination. Cornwall is home to over 300 beaches, so there's plenty of space to sunbathe, get a tan, and paddle around shallow waters with the kids or with your lover. A true summer dream. Number 3. It is a foodie's paradise. Cornwall is on the map when it comes to fine dining, drinks, beer, pasties, ale, and many more. It's home to the legendary Cornish pasty everyone must taste at least once. How about the Cornish clotted cream? A rich, indulgent treat created in 1890. With its wide range of marine life, it's home to the best fresh seafood in England. Think fresh oysters, crabs, lobsters, mussels, and fish caught daily by the local fishermen. Cornwall is the perfect country to stuff your face. It also attracts celebrities, chefs such as Rich Steen and Paul Ainsworth. Number 4. Festivals. The Cornish people always look for a reason to celebrate. Their festive calendar grows with every passing year. You could visit Cornwall at any time during the year, and you'll find yourself attending a festival. These festivals are always vibrant and memorable. Some of their most notable festivals are Boardmasters, the Masked Ball, and Sea Shanty Festival. Number 5. It is an inclusive destination. Whether it's a solo trip or fun family getaway, a friendcation, or a romantic trip with your significant other, Cornwall is the perfect place for you. They have tourist activities anyone of any age group can enjoy. With its stunning natural lighting, exquisite beaches, and fairy tale scenery, Cornwall ranks high amongst the best places to tie the knot in England. Cornwall County deserves a top spot in your destination bucket list, as this unique corner tucked away in the UK has so much to offer you. Discover and make amazing memories living the Cornish life. Thank you for watching this video. If you liked our content, please share and subscribe to our channel for more interesting and educational videos such as this.